me today, I have the pleasure of talking to Greg, who is with CHFA.
How you doing? Cha-Cha, thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here. Thanks for coming into our studios here at Bonacristi Wines off of I-70 and Pecos. And thank you for coming in and tell us about your event. You got this big event coming up on the 22nd.
August 22nd, 11 to 2 at the Center for African American Health. It's called the Passport to Homeownership. So we're trying to do this fun, engaging, taking home buyers through the journey of home buying. So when they get there, we'll have 4 different stations. They'll talk to a housing counselor at the first station. We'll guide them to the second station where they talk to a lender. Third station will be realtors. And the last station will be CHFA. We'll be talking about, providing them with resources that can help them get into the homes. And we'll have vendors there that'll have their tables and resources, DJ, food. There's a playground outside for the kids. And we're going to have 5 different gift card giveaways for $100. So it's
wow.
Real fun.
You had me at playground for the kids, right? So first-time home buyers. Okay. Very first time. It could be an experience. It can be a daunting experience to buy a house, right?
Yep.
Going from A to Z. So are there any pre-qualifications that people need to take? Are there any steps that they need to take before they come to this event?
Yeah, they can. One of the things that we do is we have home buyer education that's on our platform on the CHFA info. But really, there's really nothing that they have to prepare for to come to the event because we have all the resources there. Typically,
okay.
So when a first-time or non-first-time home buyer wants to use CHFA for assistance to get in their home, we have a network of approved lenders that work with us. So usually we send them, say, hey, you find yourself, work with one of our approved lenders. They're going to walk you through the qualification process, having at least a 620 credit score, having $1,000 of their own funds into the transaction, and making sure they're under the income limit with whatever county that they're going to buy in. But this is all the information they can gain when they come to the event because we have it all right there in a one-stop shop for them.
Okay, and you have also with CHFA, so you just hit on something. It's not just for first-time home buyers.
Right.
It's for anybody that's buying a house.
Right. So first-time home buyers is a lot of our portfolio. We have programs for non-first-time home buyers as well.
Okay.
And so as long as a person doesn't have more than one CHFA loan out there, they can use CHFA again. So, if you own your home right now and you have CHFA, you use CHFA to help buy your home,
right.
You can use them again as long as that home has been sold or refinanced out of that CHFA loan. You can use CHFA again. As long as there's just one CHFA loan out there. So I would say probably 80% is a good number to say that we have first-time home buyers, but a lot of non-first-time home buyers as well.
Okay. And this event is absolutely free.
Absolutely free.
Not one penny.
Not one penny.
You just walk through the door.
All it's going to cost is your energy to come on in on a Saturday and just get all the information. What it is we want to arm community members with the resources, with the knowledge, and really with the empowerment of feeling like home ownership is possible. I feel like, especially now with where we're at, economy-wise and things like that, folks may feel like it's a daunting task. It's already a daunting task.
It's already a daunting task.
We want to kind of hope bring that temperature meter down at an event like this. And I think when people feel like they're more armed with knowledge and resources, they feel better about any kind of purchase, especially buying a home. The biggest investment, biggest purchase we'll probably ever make.
Yeah. That in a car probably these days. Right. But it is the big, and it's a big investment.
Yep.
And also available through CHFA, right, are some assistant programs.
Right.
That people can apply for or maybe get more information if you need help with the down payment, stuff like that.
And that's really what CHFA is known a lot for. There's a lot of things CHFA does, from affordable housing to economic development, but a lot of, a lot of the public, what they know CHFA for is our down payment and closing cost assistance programs, because you can get up to $25,000.
Wow.
When you come to CHFA. And again, that can be used for down payment, closing costs, prepaids. So our main ones work so we have a grant that you don't have to pay back. So you can when it comes to the grant, you can get 3% of your loan amount not to exceed $25,000.
Oh, wow.
That doesn't have to be paid back. Then we have what's called a silent second. And it's called a silent second because it's 0% interest. There's no payments on it. It doesn't collect interest over time. That's 4% of your loan amount. But it's a silent second. So that gets paid back if you refinance or you sell your home. And so the 3% of your loan amount grant up to $25,000, you don't have to pay that back. Then you can get a little bit more money, 4% of your loan amount in the way of a silent second that gets paid back. So they're all 30-year fixed mortgages. So if you never sold or refinanced your home, at the end of that 30-year term, you would have one big balloon payment that you would have to pay back. Now, usually, like, the average person keeps their home like 7 to 10 years. We're not really seeing in the mortgage, in the real estate business, people staying in their home 10, 20, 20, 30 years. So the vast majority of the time, someone's already either refinanced or they've sold that home. But if they stay in that same home and keep that same loan for 30 years, at the end of that 30-year term, they would have a balloon payment. And then we also have a first generation program.
What's that?
If you've never owned your home and your parents have never owned their home, you're considered first generation.
Oh, wow.
And you can get a flat $25,000. So before I said that 3% of the loan amount for the grant or 4% for the silent second, first generation, $25,000 flat.
Wow.
No 3%. For now, that is a silent second that would get paid back when you sell a refinance home. So, but we saw there's a lot of folks out there that would be able to take advantage of something like that, because there's a lot of folks that they could be the first one in their lineage to own a home.
Exactly. And that's huge.
Yep.
That's huge.
Yep.
For so many people, that is just huge.
And so these are things that we'll be talking about when folks come to the event.
Okay.
When they come to that last station, when they come to CHFA, we're going to have all kind of, materials laid out for them so they can see and talk to actual folks like myself that work for CHFA that can talk them through this.
Yeah. What a great event. What a great educational event. So you go in knowing everything from A to Z before you make that big purchase.
Yep.
That's awesome. And then they get to see your beautiful smile, Greg.
They get to see my beautiful smile. I'll be there smiling the whole time.
And you're going to have, like you said, prizes and food, and it's a free event with all kinds of help for people that are looking to buy a home.
Yep.
So we thank you. And tell us again when it's going to be.
So it's Saturday, August 22nd, 11 to 2, Center for African American Health. It's right there in Park Hill, like 33rd and Hudson.
Okay. And it's registration. You have to register to get there, or can you just walk in?
You can just walk in.
Okay.
We would love for folks to register so we get a good amount of people so we know who's coming. You can go to chfainfo.com/ownyourtomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And that's our microsite that's built out within the CHFA site about all this homeownership program stuff. And we're really making I help take the lead on the Black and African American homeownership initiative that we have at CHFA. This is part of our efforts towards that. Now, that being said, this event is for anyone and everyone. I say that because when you go to chfainfo.com/ownyourtomorrow, that is the microsite that's built out for the Black and African American Homeownership Initiative. Within that, you'll see this event. You're able to click on it, go on there and register, and away you go.
Okay. We also have links up on our website at jammin5280.com. And when you download our apps, we also have links there as well for people to get registered and get a head count of who's coming out, Greg.
Oh, I can't wait.
That's awesome.
And you guys come on down.
We will. You know what?
You probably own multiple homes, but hey, come on down and hang out.
No. I've been in my house, same house since 1991.
Wow.
Seriously, 1991.
So I take back what I said about how long people are staying in their homes.
Well, that's, the younger generation, different generations. But yeah, I've been in my house since 1991. So
good for you.
Yeah, maybe this will be the last year, and I don't know.
I've been in mine 5 going on 6. I'm like, all right, babe, it's time to
get another one.
Time to make a move.
Time to go to that CHFA event.
She's going.
Greg, thank you so much for coming in. You're always welcome here on a radio station. Not just to, talk about CHFA, your background. You said you went to broadcasting school, right?
Yeah.
Or you wanted to be a broadcaster?
Yeah, a communications degree. And
there you go.
I was going to be on the other side where you're sitting.
Yeah, well, you know what? You can always come over and be on this side. Seriously, you have an open invitation, right, Paul?
Don't tempt me. You're going to see someone outside staring in your window.
Seriously, you always have an open mic to come in and, sit with us, play a couple of records, tell us what's going on, not just now,
Okay.
We'll keep this going. If you got another event coming up, you just come and talk to us about it.
Love it. We'll do.
We're definitely tuned into our community, dude.
Okay.
We're a community-based radio station, and, anything that we can help, give back to the community that's been so good to Paul and I. The radio and through the winery as well. Mm-hmm. So just come in anytime. We'll play some records.
I'll be here.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
CHFA is presenting Passport to Home Ownership, Resources for Home Ownership, Saturday, August 22nd at the Center for African American Health. Information is available at chfainfo.com/passport. CHFA is an equal housing lender.